welcome back to part 6 of the Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase Let's Play. I got stuck.
That's what you
So,
get for
yeah,
doing it again.
I was trying to run around the inside of the... Yeah, thanks Velma. Yeah, just rub it in, why don't you?
Add it in there, just another hit whilst you're done.
I'll make sure you're safe because the Phantom Virus and his diabolical traps will get you stuck. Yeah, I was trying to run around the inside of the hub world to get around faster, and I actually just got stuck there. It wouldn't let me move at all, and I had to quit the game and reload it.
Oh, you even had to quit for it. Man.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out for the Phantom Virus.
So now we're in ancient Egypt, which is again a very Crash 3 like styled level.
I thought you were just going to turn around and say crap. Just a crap level.
Crap Bandicoot. I wonder if that's like a. I wonder if you'd find that on the adult shelves in CEX.
Oh, yeah, probably. I don't want to admit.
Next to Flesh Gordon,
Yeah.
and the highly acclaimed sequel, Flesh Gordon 2.
That is well deserved sequel.
Those are actually real films.
Yeah, just
that
confirming.
I haven't seen. I need to clarify. I have not seen them.
seen him on shelves though.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. Right. It was especially bad in 1CX where they had them right next to like the PC games. So I was looking at like Sonic, and then it was,
Just
and then
yelled
suddenly
out.
Flash Gordon.
Oh, there's a second one.
But yeah. Oh, oops. This is a noticeable difficulty spike. In this game. There's a lot more tricky platforming. There are a lot more annoying enemies, like those like crows or whatever. They're a lot. They home in on you. They're relentless. They're just very difficult to get rid of too. And a massive problem with this like level is the lack of depth perception. You've got a black abyss, and there's no real way to sort of see where your shadow is to land. So more often than not, you're gonna overjump or like overshoot a platform, or sometimes you actually undershoot it because the platforms don't have the best hitboxes and you clip through them.
Already been an issue, so never mind it getting more complicated and doing that.
Yeah, this is the part where you run away. This is the part where
Where you get away.
sorry, I had to say it.
Whenever a Shrek quote is needed, you have to always.
It has to be said.
Even Scoob agrees.
I always knew Scoob was a dog of culture. This is the part of the game where you have to like start avoiding enemies instead of trying to take out every single one. Like there are some early levels where it's not totally required, but you have to do it in some parts. In this, it's like you really do need to skip some enemies, or you have to learn how to butt bounce on them because there's just not enough pies.
Oh yeah, them birds are a pain in the ass.
Thing is, when I played it when I was younger, I only ever played through Egypt once. I only ever got that far once, but I did beat it. But I really don't remember much about it. I just remember sort of plowing through it and just being like, right, okay, let's get through here. Right, next. I don't remember being like, wow, this is difficult,
Yeah.
or
Or it being significant
like-
in that sense.
Yeah. It's actually, to me, the most forgettable world in the game. Because there's no like variety. You're just walking through. Ouch!
Double whammy.
Right. Not only fall in the pit, but get roasted too.
Yeah.
Ready for a Japanese banquet. Sorry, poor taste jokes. Wait, is that in itself a poor taste joke, or does dog actually taste nice?
You know, there was a Chinese restaurant that I used to go to a lot when I was a kid, and that got closed because it had dog meat in it, and I've probably had it, and you know what? It wasn't bad enough for me to notice. So.
Wait, have I been absolutely like racist for a second?
No.
Did I say it was the Japanese, or are the Japanese also known for eating
Wait,
dog?
did I just do that?
Should we just move on?
Let's go next. Ignore that completely.
So this is the only time this happens in the game.
Yeah, it's making me be a bit confused. Oh, okay. That's awful.
Strange. I don't think the Egyptians were that advanced.
Who are we
Or is
to
that just me
judge?
being racist again?
Totally think it was me last time, man.
I know, to show our how we are appreciative of other cultures and our diversity.
I don't know where this is
No,
going.
this is starting to
Yeah,
sound
I
like
really don't
I'm
know
not
where it's
racist.
going.
This is one of my black friends.
This proves, see?
I was going to ask you, being an expert on the subject.
Uh-oh, where is this going?
Is this a Tutankhamun like era ancient Egypt?
You know, it seems like it. Oh man.
What do the hieroglyphics say? Is it?
It's that cock sucks. Oh.
See, I did a little research, and it says let's split up and search for clues.
Oh. Good going, Fred.
It says treasure. Have you ever heard how Fred says treasure?
No. Well, I have, but I've not paid attention to it.
He says treasure.
Treasure?
Like it's yeah, TRAYSURE.
You just really gets excited over it.
Do you know what this level reminds me of as well? Actually, have you ever heard of a program called Mummies Alive?
No, actually.
I think it's from the 90s. It's either the 90s or early 2000s when like cartoons were trying to be a bit more experimental, and they were trying to make cartoons based on like anything.
Yeah.
And it was about this kid. Like I didn't watch it back then. It was because CITV showed it like in the mid 2000s for like a year.
Okay.
It was about this kid who was like the reincarnation of this pharaoh, and because it was something like the kid got like murdered by his like advisor sorcerer guy.
Okay.
But like something had happened, his soul hadn't been properly removed yet. It'd been put in this other kid as like a reincarnation, and the kids, like the pharaoh's bodyguards, had been mummified, and they came back to life to protect him because the sorcerer had come back to life as well.
It sounds cool, but it also sounds quite dark so far.
No, it's fairly light-hearted. It's like all those 90 ones where they try and kind of make it a bit silly at the same time.
Okay, it's It's not for me. Then.
The theme song's pretty cool. It's by the guy who did the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers theme song.
Oh, nice. No, I bet it's a banger.
At least that's what I've heard. But yeah, this is like the hardest platforming like challenge in the game because there's just like you can't tell how far apart stuff
well,
is.
I'm watching Scoob's Shadow, and sometimes it looks like you're gonna land on it, and then next it's like going across it and like overshooting. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not jealous of you having to play this.
I'm so glad it's over. I've seen some things I don't want to talk about.
No, we'll get you some therapy. It's okay.
I had to drink my own urine.
What has this part been? What has it been? Chaos.
So we'll see you in the next part from the mental asylum. I'll give this one thing though. At least it's not as bad as that Barbie game that tried to be a Crash Bandicoot rip-off.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
At least Scooby can jump in this, like Barbie. They made a platformer game, but they made it where the jumping is like realistic jumping, where people only go like a few centimeters in the air.
Mid-jump. That bird wanted you.
Unless I can't remember the name of the athlete. It's he's in it. There's a joke in The Simpsons where they show him doing a long jump, and there's a joke to show how like well he beat the world record. They show him like uncontrollably fly out of the stadium when he jumps. Oh, it's Bob something. Bob Beeman. That's it.
Are you sure? Are you on that?
I think so. I hope so because with our talk of racism earlier, it's not going to look good for me if I get his name wrong.
We're already in the bank books.
So we're getting cancelled.
Maybe we already are. We're not quite sure.
We're getting cancelled. Just you watch in a few years' time, someone's gonna be like,
no.
"This is like, this is what everyone says in their, like you see it in every story when a YouTuber goes wrong. There's always one video of them saying, "Yeah, this is what's gonna ruin me," but no one's gonna. It's not gonna happen to me. Nah, that only happens to big YouTubers.
Not me. Nobody will mind.
But you see, because I'm aware of that and I'm making fun of it, it won't happen to me this time. I broke the system.
I think you found a loophole that might work. You hope.
I should be a solicitor.
You can be charming.
I get to wear a suit.
What do you say?
I said I'd get to wear a suit.
Yeah, that's always a bonus. I might do the same.
But this is the most tricky part of the level. We got the Indiana Jones boulder
nice
coming
boulder.
down the middle. The thing that makes this so tricky, though, is it's not actually the platforming; it's the stupid birds.
Well, you're trying your best to pie them.
Yeah, but now I'm all out of pies. And look, there's snakes too. Like, why did it have to be snakes? No. Okay, good.
Oh, see, celebration dance. You're all good. You don't have to cry about the snake anymore.
No, but now I've got to cry about mummies because because the next boss is strange. It's like a big fighting off like horde battle.
Oh, okay.
Like we're just about to start it, but it's like the Phantom Virus is here, and he's on a camel. He and
So sorry.
That's right.
and we have to we good afternoon.
Oh! Sorry to interrupt you like 10 times, but you know what? It's just the word camel now triggers me. Sorry, you say what you gotta say.
That's alright. You have to like knock all these mummies off the platform, but you have to also like manage your pies at the same time. But the Phantom Virus doesn't actually do anything. He doesn't even come to attack you. He just taunts. He's just like,
It's just TV.
you knocked off the mummies. I'm gonna like strike a pose now. Mom, get the camera ready.
Yeah, he's not really doing much, is he? Is he just giggling? Is he alright?
He's just like, dance, fool. Of all the things this reminds me of, though, it actually reminds me of Sega Superstars Tennis.
Of all things.
With the with the House of the Dead like mini game. Sorry, Korean Mansion. House of the Dead is banned. But in all the crossover stuff, if you've noticed, like House of the Dead is referred to as Korean Mansion, and that's because House of the Dead is banned in Germany, and if they brand it as Korean Mansion, they can get away with having it.
Oh, okay.
Like having those crossover games appear in Europe.
Oh no, I'm stopping you from your pie.
That's why all the zombies and stuff in that are like blue and stuff, and they look like the zombies from the Japanese exclusive party like arcade game.
Yeah.
I think it's because that game was only in Japan, it meant it didn't get banned in Germany. But yeah, in that game you have to fight off hordes of zombies, and but as the levels progress, you run out of space because they're all coming towards you, but you have to run around them and make sure they don't hit you, while being in a position where you can hit tennis balls into them.
Yeah.
And this feels like a similar thing where you have to lure him away from where the pie spawns so you can pick it up without getting hit.
Yeah. You just have to keep like showing yourself off and chase me, chase me.
Yeah. I bet this is what dogs see when they go to old people's homes, and like all the old people try and like stroke them.
That's gonna be me.
This is what old people do at old people homes when they see young people, and they're like, they just want to like say hello to them and shake their hand.
That is true.
Now come and give Grandpa a kiss.
Make me cringe. I just want to say on behalf of all the old people, I've been in a care home before working for a little bit, and it's not like that. They're very nice. They only kiss me a few times. Oh, you teabag pose.
Yeah. Well, he comes slashing with his scimitar, and he doesn't do anything with it. It doesn't even hurt you. It's just.
You just wanted a close
But he was just looking for that sunset. He's like, yeehaw, right and bullseye, and then but it's a camel, so it goes really slowly. But yeah, that was it for part 6. Join us in the final part of Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase next time.